kind of damp. I guess it was raining last night in my area, uh, but it ain't bad out here. It's kind of humid out here, but it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad. A little wind, a little calm day today. Supposed to expect more rain tonight, so thought I'd come out here right now. TGIF, and God it's Friday. Made it through another week. If you're working, made it through another week. But again, appreciate y'all's support on this channel, as always. And I always come up with topics on this channel to motivate you guys, whether it be religion or I would say conversations to challenge your thinking, your psyche, your day. Some challenging thoughts to talk about, whether it be current events or religion or motivation, current events, that's going on in today. But I want to open it up. I don't want to just come from my brain about certain topics. But if you have a topic you want me to talk about on this channel, feel free to send me a Cash App, $openmindconvo. If you want to send a topic and I get to it on my channel. If you have a topic you want to talk about, feel free to send me a topic and I'll shout you out on my next live, on my live. So again, appreciate y'all. I want to open up the floor. This is like a whole Bible study, like a Bible study type thing, or what I say, a conference type of thing, virtually. So, if you got a topic you want me to talk about, feel free to chime in. Again, appreciate y'all for being in here. Hope you're having a great day. Kind of wait till this plane go by, kind of loud. Appreciate y'all. Hope you're having a great day. This plane kind of loud right now. What up, Tieg? Gisti, Amir. Hope I'll be saying y'all names right. I know I'll be messing y'all names up. But again, appreciate y'all for being in here. Hope y'all having a great day. But if you have a topic you want me to talk about on this channel, feel free, whether it be current events, motivation, feel free to send me a topic on Cash App, $openmindconvo. Again, appreciate y'all for being in here. But sometimes we have to, talk about these things. It's a lot of things be on people's minds and people want to discuss it. And feel free to send me a topic. Again, appreciate y'all for being in here. Appreciate y'all. We're having a great day. Again, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for being in here. Amir said, what about the Persian Gulf or Arabian Gulf? What about it? But yeah, again, appreciate y'all for being in here. Sometimes, I don't really have a lot of topics sometimes. And, just want to brainstorm things people really need to talk about. And I would like, open up the floor to people. If you want to support this channel and want to have the conversation about a certain topic, again, appreciate y'all for being in here. Again, appreciate y'all. And let me know what y'all up to today. Just taking a little walk. They said it's supposed to be raining a lot this evening. Just taking a little walk today. Sometimes you have to walk. Sometimes to feel inspired. You got things on your mind. You want to, think about things, strategies, plans, that you're trying to do. Sometimes you gotta take a walk and really think about things, and that's what I do. Kind of walk and meditate to think about certain things I want to do, certain plans I need to take in order to go to the next level. Sometimes you gotta just sit back and strategize your next move. Sometimes you might be in a tight place where you need to figure out your next move. And so, don't try to just force things. You have to have a strategy about everything that you do in order to make it to the next level. Sometimes we just force things to happen. We don't strategize, and then we find ourselves in a worse position than we was. And so, you just try to, like I said, strategize your next move and see where you really want to go. As far as life is concerned, strategize which way you want to go so you can really make it, really make it in life. Again, appreciate y'all for being in here. And I hope you have plans for the future. Wish you much success. A lot of kids is graduating. Not saying that college is a bad thing. Not saying that college, go ahead, get your education. I've been to college myself, graduated from college. But, if you feel in your heart, that you can become successful, you don't have to go to college. You can find a way to become successful, by all means, do that, But if you have a goal or you want to succeed or accomplish something, as far as school, go ahead. But don't always feel like that's your only option as far as success, period, in general. A lot of people, I know tons of people that had a successful life and they didn't have to go to college, they didn't go to college. They just had the mindset that they wanted to win, that they wanted to be successful in life. And so sometimes the college route is not for everybody, The college route is not for everybody. And you got to figure out, what lane you want to go as far as life is concerned. Sometimes the college route is not for everybody. Sometimes I feel parents may force people to go a certain route that they don't want to go, and they end up, not succeeding. So, if you're a parent out there, if you see a gift in your kid, and it may not be the college route, be behind them, push them. But I know as a parent, you want them to do or accomplish something in life. So, whatever it is, that they want to accomplish, and it's positive, positivity, by all means support them in any way possible. Because, I think a child, a young adult, they can become depressed if they forced to go in a certain direction as far as, success and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I wouldn't force, a young adult to go in a certain direction if they don't want to, So, again, appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great day. Great, successful day. Like I discussed in yesterday's video, people can be easily distracted by reality and what they have to do in order to survive. And it's just so many things, so many opportunities out here. But the thing is with trying to be successful, you can apply for things, you can apply for jobs, you can apply for opportunities, but your heart has to be there in order for you to get those opportunities. And I figured that out myself. Sometimes it's things I really didn't want to do, and I applied and I didn't get it because my heart wasn't in it, or I wasn't committed to the thought of going that route, and I didn't get it because my heart wasn't there. And so whatever career or whatever lane you want to go, make sure your heart is there, make sure you're committed to doing that, because I guess if I'm not committed to something, I don't think I would get the opportunity. That's just me. But if my heart is there and I feel committed, I feel passionate about that next move, I'll get positioned. I'm sure to get it because I'll give my all, make sure I land a certain opportunity, in life. And so, you have to think about those things as far as success. If your heart is not there, most times, you don't get that opportunity because, your heart is not there, period, And so, just make sure when you get an opportunity that you go all the way in, pause, you go into that opportunity trying to succeed and trying to make a difference. When I go to a job and I try to make a difference. I try to, not only do my job, but master the job. A lot of people, they complain about, I don't like this job, I don't, but at the same time, as far as mastering a job, You have to master the passion that you want to achieve in life. You know, we master the jobs, we master the jobs that we have to do in order to make it. But do we master uh, do we master our passion and what we really want to do? Do we work on our passion every day in order to get out of those jobs that we really don't want to do? You know, do we master those things? And that's the true question. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm tired of waking up in the morning doing this job and that job," you know, but we don't take time to master the things that we really love to do and make it, you know, our profession, our true profession, you know. So, you know, say like for example, I'm a musician, I'm a producer. Uh, you know, I can be sure I can say, oh yeah, I'm a full-time producer, music producer. You know, I'm sure of it because I know I can make a living with what I do and my passion, you know. And so that's a great feeling when you get to that position where you're sure and you're confident in what you do, you know. So again, appreciate y'all for watching. Hope y'all having a great day. Hope y'all be inspired. Hope y'all got something out of what I'm saying. And like I said, if you have a topic, you know, motivation, religion, current events, I would love to hear it. You know, I love to hear other people's perspective on life. You know, it don't even have to be a question. It can be a topic you want to talk about or a statement. You know, it could be a statement, and you know, feel free to, if you want to send a cash app, $openmindconvo. If you got a topic, feel free to you know, send me a cash app, and I'll talk about that topic on my next live. And so, again, appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. Hope y'all be inspired. And I know, you know, sometimes life can get rough. You know, you don't know what your next move is. You know, you seek after opportunities and it's not happening. You know, I would say try to open the door for yourself. You know, try to open opportunities. You know, open your own opportunities for yourself. You know, be a self-made, successful person. You know, I wouldn't say self-made millionaire, but I say self-made success story. You know, self-made success story. So again, appreciate y'all for being in here. Please subscribe to this channel as well, so this community can grow. Open-minded conversation. Originally started this channel as a, you know, you know, it was a faceless channel. But I said, let me start showing my face, you know, to you guys. But again, I appreciate y'all for being in here. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great day. Again, appreciate y'all. Had a bug on my finger. Again, hope y'all have a great day. Hope y'all stay inspired. All right, peace.